we're back. I know we had some technical difficulties just a few minutes ago, but we're back. I had to get the stream set back up, so yeah, we're in it this time. Hopefully, no more technical difficulties to happen. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this. I'm gonna wait for people to come in. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go through the articles and just a bit of the news that we have. What's good, Marvel fan? Welcome back to the stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I have no idea what happened to my phone. It just froze for whatever reason. It was really weird. But we're back. I got the stream back up. So we're gonna talk Spider-Man for a little bit about that. We got a little bit of news today. And we also got some news about Avengers Secret Wars and as well Doomsday. So I'm gonna get straight into that. So I first off, I want to know how's your day? How are you doing, Marvel fan, or just anybody who's watching this on the replay? How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling and all of that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this news. This is some interesting news. This isn't something that really is too shocking, but I thought it would be interesting to kind of talk about this and get your guys' thoughts and opinions on this and what you guys want to see with Spider-Man 4. I know we talked about it a little bit. You said you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing good, Marvel fan. I'm just trying to work on more content and things of that nature. But yeah, so I see we got some extra people coming in. So welcome to the stream. We're going to be talking Spider-Man 4, Avengers Doomsday, and Secret Wars news. Um, so yeah, I kind of wanted to do this live stream just to get you guys' thoughts on this so far. So the first bit of news that we got, this is from the Hollywood Reporter, and basically this article was talking about Tom Holland to star in a Christopher Nolan film. Whatever the next film is going to be for Christopher Nolan, I think it's going to be set in the 20s. So in this article, they kind of talk about that. They talk about Oppenheimer, Interstellar, all of Christopher Nolan's work. But the main important part that you guys are here for, and we're all here for, is that Holland's boarding may come to some ripple effects. It says that sources say that the actor will spend next year juggling this project as well as Spider Man 4, with a likely stop for Avengers Doomsday. Spider Man 4 was delayed enough that Holland's co star Zendaya will now be shooting Dune 3 in early 2026 rather than next year. So, yeah, we now know that Tom Holland will be filming Spider-Man 2 next year. This comes as no surprise, but I guess finally getting some sort of confirmation about it. What's up, B. Burton? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Pokebo? How you doing? What's up? Welcome everybody to the stream. We're talking Spider-Man 4. If you guys aren't here, you're new to the channel, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, because I will be talking more Spider-Man news and things of that over here on the channel. But pretty much this article was talking about Tom Holland returning for Spider-Man 4 and that, he's going to be working on the Christopher Nolan film as well as working alongside with Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Doomsday. So we now know that Spidey is going to be in Avengers Doomsday. So yeah. Yeah, I jumped to 20 people. That's insane. I think that happened last stream too. So I'm going to keep it going. We know that Zendaya, she's going to be working on Dune 3, but she will be reprising her role as MJ in Spider-Man 4. I think Tom Holland talked about in a recent interview that him and Zendaya actually looked through the script for Spider-Man 4. They actually read through it. So we do know that there is going to be, something with him and MJ, her and Spidey. So we're going to have to figure out what that is. Lana Love, what you said something. You were good. You didn't have to retract your message. I look like who? I don't know. Spider-Man nerd. Oh, okay. Are you talking? Are you saying you're a Spider-Man nerd, or are you saying I'm one? Because I'll be honest, I am one. I'm a Spidey fan through and through. But jump into the next news because I know there's more news. You have never been to Comic Con. What the hell are you talking about? Well, I mean, you're coming into my stream. I mean, this is literally coming from news from the Hollywood Reporter. I probably should put the article up for you guys, but uh, seriously, like this is all there. Just search it up. Like seriously, it's all right there. So Are you gonna argue with the Hollywood Reporter, who was arguably one of the best sources of news when it comes to that? Speak slowly, bro. I'm improving my English and my listening. Oh well, I'm sorry. Okay. So for those of you who are trying to be funny, um, basically this article is saying that Tom Holland is gonna be next year juggling two movies. He's gonna be juggling Spider-Man 4, and he's gonna be juggling Christopher Christopher Nolan's movie. All right, the next movie, and he's gonna be also in Avengers Doomsday. So that's it. That's all you really need to know. Zendaya is also going to be in there too, but she's also going to be shooting Dune 3 in 2026. I don't know why people are hating, man. I don't know why people are hating. I know sometimes I can talk fast. That's just something I do. I really apologize. Thank you, B Bird, and thank you for that. I appreciate that comment. But yeah, no, I'm not worried about the haters. Haters gonna hate at the end of the day. They don't really know me. So the next article, this is coming from the Direct, and we got some more news talking about Avengers, Secret Wars, and Doomsday, and the filming for that. If you guys maybe checked out my short on my second channel, because I originally do stuff on my second channel talking about this, but I thought, maybe doing it here on my main channel, maybe it would get more growth. So, Doctor Strange, the actor Benedict Cumberbatch, did say that they're going to be filming Avengers, Doomsday, which we didn't know at the time it was going to be called that, but we now know it's going to be filming sometime in 2025. And now with this article, we do have a confirmation and sort of an answer for this. Where are you from? I'd rather not disclose that information, to be honest with you. I'm very private about that. So it pretty much says, like, in an interview that with Collider at New York Comic Con, which, by the way, whoever was saying earlier I wasn't at New York Comic Con, I didn't have to be because this was disclosed online for everybody to go check out anyway. Avengers Doomsday directors Joe and Anthony Russo sat down to talk about the upcoming film, where they specifically revealed when it would begin shooting. And according to the Russos, it says that Avengers Doomsday will begin filming sometime in spring of 2025, meaning that cameras will finally begin rolling soon. This means that RDJ will start filming his first scenes as the MCU's Doom in spring as well. And we also got confirmation that the Russos are going to pretty much give an official release date when the time comes when it starts filming, but the date really hasn't been revealed yet. Joe Russo also said that we do have a date, but it's in the spring, so pretty much it's spring of 2025 for this. So yeah, that's pretty much essentially it. Now, for those of you who are wondering if they're going to be filming both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars back to back, they're not going to be doing that. It's going to be separate. So they're going to be doing it separately. So just kind of answer that question. But I want to get into your comments, what you guys are saying. Thank you for the comments. Now you call it, yeah. Now apparently I'm a gentleman now, but I ain't worried about it. What's up, Alexander? How you doing, man? It was dry humor. Okay. Yeah. Russo brothers isn't Joe Russo. They're different. It's in the article, man. Who are you? Like, first off, who are you to come into someone's stream and tell them about it? I'm literally reading it from the article. They're both brothers. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, I'm literally reading it from the article. Like, the direct. Look it up. Avengers Endgame, the direct. Well, Avengers Doomsday, the direct. Look it up. Seriously, like imagine coming into someone's stream and telling them, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Thank you for subbing. I don't know, man. Whoever that is, I think they are just trying to bring some negativity, and I'm not gonna let that bother me because it's about you guys. I just wanted to come on here to hear what you guys thought about all this news. And I mean, it's all right there. I mean, you don't have, unless you're living under a rock and don't have technology, I mean, it's all right there for you to go search up. There's no need to, be a jerk about it. And maybe it's because, I'm gaining more people because of what I'm talking about. But again, there's no need to be rude. This is a positive community. Everybody is here to just, chill and just, chat. Really, that's really all it is. Am I being negative? No, no, you're not being negative. I appreciate everybody being positive in the chat and just being respectful. I'm no John Campia or nothing. I'm no professional, but, I try. Well, thank you, Pookie Bo. Thank you for coming through the stream. Just taking your time. I hope you come back. I mean, I plan on doing more streams talking about some other Marvel stuff. Maybe not on this channel, but maybe my second channel. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for all the positive compliments and stuff. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But yeah, just to shorten it up for you guys, Tom Holland, Spider-Man 4, and Christopher Nolan film next year, filming back to back. Zendaya, she's gonna be in Spider-Man 4, but also she's gonna be working on filming with the Dune 3 movie in 2026, and Avengers Doomsday. I mean, that's gonna be filming early, 2025. So things of that nature. That's really it. Like that's pretty much all the information. It wasn't too big of a announcement or anything like that. When are you streaming? Are you gonna stream tomorrow? I didn't plan on it, but if you guys want me to stream tomorrow, I mean, I can. I can stream if you guys want. And Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man ever. I mean, hey, that's your opinion. What's cool about being Spider-Man fans? I mean, yeah. Like, what's cool about being Spider-Man fans is that everybody's gonna have someone that they're a fan of. People are gonna like Toby. People are gonna like Andrew. People are gonna like Tom. People are gonna like the Spider Verse movies. People are gonna like the Spider Man video games. People are gonna like Spider Man from the animated series. I mean, that's what's so cool about this Spider Verse is that you can find a Spider Man that you can like. I mean, shoot, it doesn't even have to be Peter Parker or Miles. It could be just Gwen or whatever other variant that's out there. I mean, I really don't get, like, I understand if you prefer one over the other, but I don't get the whole like pro this person, pro that person. But again, I get it if you like certain actors that play certain people, but I think it's dope that we have multiple people playing the same character but different versions of that character. So you love Marvel and Spider-Man because I do. Yeah, I do. I do love Marvel and Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero of all time. He's the goat, and not just saying he's the goat because a lot of people who say that certain characters are the goat just because there's a lot of reason why. Because I relate to Spider-Man in many ways with my own life and just trying to be a better person. Are you serious for real? I'm not saying I'm listen. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. If you feel that Toby Maguire is the best, if you think that that's your goat, then that's your goat. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong. I'm not here to tell you that Oh, okay, all right. You say woke, and you already kind of dismissed yourself, in my opinion. Imagine coming in someone's chat again, coming in someone's chat trying to say, "Oh yeah, you're one of the woke Spider-Man fans," or "No, there's no woke stuff in it." You know that crowd. You really confuse me because it's like You say you're fans of stuff, but then when it's not someone who looks like you have a problem with it. Again, like you said, you've lost all credibility once you start talking that woke stuff. I'm not wasting no time on you. I love your YouTube channel, Spider-Man. Awesome, man. I'm glad you could come here. I'm glad you can come here and just enjoy the time. But we're not gonna worry about that kind of energy. We're not gonna worry about that kind of energy in here. If they want to spread that kind of energy, let them talk to themselves. Don't worry about them. But anyway, like you guys were saying, you like Miles Morales. Thank you. I've gotten that comment a lot. If you don't like it, you can leave. I mean, seriously, it's really not. You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll do you a favor. There you go. Think about what you did. I mean, seriously. I'm so sorry. I apologize for some people's terrible energy and just attitudes and mindsets. You know. But again, I want to hear what you guys think. How do you guys feel about Spider-Man 4? Do you guys want Spider-Man 4? Are you guys excited for it? Do you guys want a street level story? You guys want a multiversal story? You guys want a bit of both? I just want to hear your thoughts. And definitely check out our live stream that we did last week or 2 weeks ago. We did a stream 2 weeks ago where we were actually writing Spider-Man 4, just kind of like what we would do if we were behind writing Spider-Man 4. And that's kind of like a stream that we've done like a previous time with Blade, because Blade was another movie that's kind of in a limbo state right now. And we had some really good ideas for Blade. We had some really good ideas for Spider-Man 4 too. So the next stream we're gonna do is gonna be on Doctor Strange 3. So if you guys have any ideas for Doctor Strange 3, definitely come by that stream. I'm still trying to figure out when to plan it. So when are you gonna stream? That I don't know. I know you said you mentioned something about maybe streaming tomorrow. Do you guys want to stream tomorrow? Do you guys like my streams? Because if so, I could probably try to do more of them every week, just to see, just talking about different topics and things of that nature. Yeah, John B. Like all the Spider-Man are cool. Like there's different things that each one can do, and just some of the stories. Like just some of the stories as well. Like I was reading the new Miles Morales current run with Black Panther in it. I don't want to spoil it, but all I'm gonna say is issue 25 is really good. If you guys ever wanted Miles Morales and T'Challa to interact, I think that's a really good run to check out. And I'm really curious about where they're gonna go further with that story with those two. That would be something really cool to see in the MCU if they want to bring back T'Challa at some point. It would be cool for Miles and T'Challa to interact. I think that would be a really dope thing to see on screen. But I'm loving it so far in the comic run. Also, Ultimate Spider-Man. I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man run is really good so far. Just again, a breath of fresh air. Being a Spidey fan, it feels good to see Peter happy. He's still here. Oh, he is. I'm not gonna worry about him or whoever they are. Like I said, some people just want to bring negativity and stuff and all that crazy talk. You just gotta let them talk, man. You just gotta let them talk and let them listen to themselves. I love your stream. This is the first time I've been in your brain before. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you can. I hope you can stay because, like I said, we got more stuff coming in your stream. So sorry, bro. All good. All good. Um, but yeah, for the people that are here, let me know what do you guys want to see in Spider-Man 4. Um, I have some ideas. I want a street level story. And I know that's probably like a very popular opinion, but I think a street level story for Spider Man is what we need. It's what Tom Holland needs. Tom Holland may not be my favorite Spider Man, but I do see a lot of potential in Tom Holland's Spider Man. So I'm willing to give him a chance to see if Marvel and Sony can give him that shine to, be who we think Spider-Man is, who we want Spider-Man to be, because we know it can happen, especially now with the MCU and with all the things that they're able to do now. This isn't like 20 years ago when CG and practical effects, there were certain things you could do, certain things you can't do. Now, with technology, things are becoming more and more advanced, and you're able to do more things. So that's what people want to see. That's what I want to see. I just want to see a street level Spidey because it's time. There's so many things you can build off of. I mean, people want to see Spidey and Daredevil. I mean, I've wanted to see that for a long time. Um, and I mean, with Daredevil Born Again just getting its release date over New York Comic Con weekend, March 4th. I'm looking forward to Daredevil Born Again. Any Daredevil fans in here? Let me know if you guys are Daredevil fans as well. Thoughts on Agatha? I'm enjoying Agatha so far. I am. I'm enjoying Agatha so far. I'm loving the mystery surrounding these characters, and with the reveal with Billy, and just going in depth with the story. I don't know too much about him in the comics, but what I will say is they did do a really good job with the exposition of his character and just kind of understanding where exactly did, how did this all happen? How did we get to this point? So I think it's a really good show. The Penguin as well, really good. I watched the latest episode. The Penguin just keeps getting better and better. Um, I'm looking forward to how that show ends. Let's see, JJ, you said they need to take him from an Iron Man fangirl to his own hero. The comic book Spidey had much more depth. I agree. I agree. As much as I appreciate Iron Man, I don't feel like Spider Man needed to be, you know, a fan, like a fanboy of Iron Man. I mean, he can appreciate Iron Man, but he didn't need to, be a sidekick. Spidey is more than just that. Spidey's not a sidekick at all. So hopefully they can bring him into his own. Was the first stream? I love it. Thank you. Did you watch Joker 2? I didn't. Um, I don't think I will. I haven't heard good things about it. I've heard a lot of story elements really take away from the first movie, and I don't want to do that to myself. And I I usually try not to look at things online, but just kind of like from what I was seeing and just kind of like what I heard, I don't think I want to see that. You know what I mean? I'll say this. Joker 2 sounds like a movie where on the surface it sounds like it would have been a good idea if executed correctly, but not every movie needs a sequel. Some good movies just stand as they are. I think about it like this. If Back to the Future was just a simple movie by itself, I think just the Back to the Future movie would have been a classic because it was a classic. But I mean, the fact that it had sequel, two other movies, it was cool. It was cool. I like Back to the Future 2. Three's not my favorite. Also, happy Back to the Future Day as well. Big Back to the Future fan. But yeah, I think Back to the Future just by itself with one movie would have been a classic. But I'm glad that we got two other movies as well. So I can't really say too much. I don't think I'm going to watch it either. There's been bad reviews on it. Yeah, understandable. It's all up to you. It's your choice. I'm not here to tell you if you should watch a movie or you shouldn't. But again, if you feel like you don't want to spend your time or money on a certain movie, you don't have to. That's what's so cool about this. You got that Space Jam jersey swag on. Yeah, yeah, it's a long sleeve shirt. I do have a jersey as well. I do have like a Toon Squad jersey. Big Looney Tunes fan, which that was pretty much the video for today, talking about Looney Tunes, the movie and that sort of thing. Really excited. I'm glad that movie got a theatrical release. It's crazy to think that movie was going to be just something that was put on Max. Now it's got a whole theatrical release and it's Oscar worthy, apparently. It's going to be, in the consideration for Oscar for Best Animated Film next year. So that's really awesome. First time for me. Don't forget to like. Yeah, definitely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share to some friends, all that good stuff. Where are you from? I'm from America. That's all I'll give you. I'm from America. Um, yeah, I changed my mind. I want to stay. Well, yeah, yeah. The choice is yours, man. The choice is yours. I don't want to seem like I missed any comments. Did I miss any comments? I don't think I did. Okay, I didn't. But yeah, what do you guys want to see from Tom Holland's Spider-Man? What do you mean? What I stolen today? I didn't steal anything. I don't have to steal things. I have a job and I make money. I mean, imagine saying that to someone you don't even know. I don't have to steal anything. I work hard. I get my money and I spend it. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, that's something to kid about, I guess. I believe you. You looking good. Well, thank you. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the comment. I don't know what more they can do to the Spider-Man storyline. It's been redone so many times. Would you guys like to see like what they're doing with Ultimate Spider-Man at the current moment with that comic run? Would you guys like to see a older Peter Parker, um, kind of relearning the threads of being Spider-Man after years of stopping? Is that your bedroom? It's my office. Yes, it's my office. You still feeling okay? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just chilling at the moment, really. Anything but multiverse. Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree with you there, and I'm worried because I mean there's so many reports out there, and I mean you have to take those things with a grain of salt. But just like from what I'm hearing about the whole Venom stuff, the Knoll situation, I'm not with that. I'm not with that idea. I would prefer Spidey face off with either Scorpion, Prowler, Vulture, any of those villains, right? I would rather prefer that. I mean, you got Kingpin right there too. So if you want to, do the whole Devil's Reign thing, that would be cool. So there's so many things that they could pull from besides the multiversal stuff, and I don't want that. How about having a Zoom session with your fans? I mean, I could do that if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. We could maybe I could try to do something like that sometime. Yeah, a good old fashioned storyline. Yeah, that's really all you need for a good Spider-Man story, really. Just a good story with, again, him and the streets of New York, taking down bad guys and just kind of just coming into his own and just trying to understand how to grow to be a better Spider-Man, and grow to be a better Peter Parker for himself. To me, I think Miles Morales is the best. And yeah, like I understand, like that's really cool. I love Miles too. Miles, I love Peter. Peter Parker he's the guy. But Miles too, man. Miles just has some really great moments in the comics as well, with the movies and even with the video games. I will say that I feel like Spider-Man 2 kind of underutilized Miles in a lot of ways. And I don't have any hate towards Spider-Man 2. I know a lot of people were bummed out about the DLC. I was hoping that maybe we would get a DLC for that game, just to kind of tie up a lot of loose ends because, with the whole Chameleon thing, and I mean Carnage, and some other storylines, I mean, there's a lot of loose ends to tie up with the game, and I know there's rumors of a rumored Venom game. Honestly, I would prefer a Miles Morales 2 and him maybe taking the ropes of trying to learn. I don't want to spoil it for people, but we have another family member to the Spider family. And I think it would be cool if he could take her under his wings and kind of mentor her and just that sort of thing. Which is your favorite Spider Man? I'd say Miles. Like, I'm always going to be a Peter Parker fan. I just don't like some of the things they've done with Peter Parker recently. Um, and with Miles, I relate to not for obvious reasons, but because I as a kid I always wondered is there a Black Spider-Man? Like, could a Black Spider-Man happen? And I would always get laughed at in school for that. And then like years later, you know, we got a Black Spider-Man. I mean, though he's Afro Latina, but he's also black. But what made it cool was I didn't know about this until like high school. So when Into the Spider-Verse came out, I didn't even know there was, Miles Morales was even a character. So when I went to go see the movie, I mean, I was amazed. Like I was speechless because it was just so dope seeing someone who looked like me on screen, being Spider-Man, being his own Spider-Man. And I love Into the Spider-Verse. Out of the two movies, I say Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite because just the first time seeing it, it hit a chord with me that I'll always remember. And I always say it all the time in my streams, but I feel like 2018 Marvel was at its peak. I mean, you had Into the Spider Verse, you had Black Panther, you had Daredevil season 3, you had Avengers Infinity War. So that was just a great year for Marvel, throughout many different projects. So, yeah. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate that. Yeah. What's your favorite sport? I don't really watch sports too much. I mean, unless you consider wrestling a sport. I mean, I love wrestling. I grew up with wrestling, WWE. I mean, come on. Like, me and my dad, we watch WWE a lot. I haven't watched it with them recently, but we usually watch it, and it's just a bonding thing for us. Um, so wrestling will always have my heart. I do watch soccer. I used to watch soccer a lot, or if you're across the pond, you guys call it football. So um, I watch that. So I don't watch as much now, but I definitely want to try to get back into. Definitely want to get back into watching it. So what's up, Davin Gaines? What's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Maybe you should do the next Spider-Man. What's that? What were you saying there? I'm not sure what you were saying there. Hockey. So your favorite sport is hockey, Alexander. I actually need to check out hockey. I've actually wanted to go to a hockey game. I've never been to one before, but I've always wanted to go to one just to see like what hockey is like. Obviously, the only hockey player like I know of is Wayne Gretzky, because I mean Wayne Gretzky was so popular for a time, so that's why I knew Wayne Gretzky when I did. My favorite sport is football. I play football. I've played football for years. Really, what's your favorite football team? I've got tickets to see Leafs versus the Red Wings in a few weeks. Are there hockey teams? Are they hockey teams, Davin? Were you dressing up as this Halloween? I actually don't. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween. Usually, I don't really do. I really don't dress up or do anything for Halloween. The only thing I really do is like watch like scary movies and stuff like that for Halloween. So I'm always like chilling at home. I used to go trick or treating when I was younger. Maybe you should be the next Spider-Man, hit Miles Morales. I mean, I would love to be Miles Morales. I've been wanting to. That's my dream to play Miles Morales in a live action movie or any kind of animated show or just anything. So I would love to. Okay, which is your favorite team? Are you going for the Leafs or the Red Wings? Nice try, Mr. House. You're not gonna get me with that. Nice try. The Ravens. Okay, you're a Ravens fan. That's cool. When I did watch football, I was a Packers fan. So yeah, the Ravens play tonight. Oh, really? Who do they play against? Show us your best web shot. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it when it's kind of like, okay, maybe I need to like move back just a little bit. Okay, I'd have to do it like I'd have to like do a video of me doing like the web shots and stuff, but I can do it. Because I do it a lot, like just during my free time. Pretty sure they play against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. Do you guys think the Ravens are gonna make it to the playoffs, or are you guys feeling about that? Speaking of football, that is actually an idea that I am going to work on. In a couple weeks, I'm probably going to do like my top five movie trailers for the Super Bowl. So definitely stick around for that because that's going to be a really good video. I have some predictions of what we might see. Whatever is good. Yeah. Yeah, Ravens are a legit playoff team. All right. So I hope they make it all the way. I hope the Ravens make it all the way. I know Kansas City has been going for the past couple years now, and I know people are getting tired of Kansas City. So it would be nice to get some different teams. I don't like. I'm not too much into football, but like when the Super Bowl comes around and things of that nature, um, I do try to like check out the Super Bowl and things of that nature every year. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Do I live in C? I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not sure. Thank you, love. Welcome to the stream. Literally, my picture for the name is Ravens. Oh, okay. That's cool. I didn't realize that until now. You love that. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, love is cool. Love is a dope thing. You get to experience it. So shout out to love. It's a really cool experience. But yeah, I hope the Ravens make it all the way. I really do. Ravens are winning against Buccaneers. What about basketball? You guys into basketball? If so, what are your favorite teams? I mean, I'm a Tar Heels fan. If we're talking like college basketball, love the Tar Heels. Shout out to UNC Chapel Hill, one of the best to ever do it. And for the NBA, I mean, I was like a OKC fan for a time, but then OKC started not doing so good. Um, so um, I mean, it's kind of tough because I mean, I when I was younger, I loved the Lakers, and I mean, the Lakers were a cool team. Rest in peace to Kobe. But you know, I enjoyed the Lakers. Then there was a time I was a fan of the Celtics. So I mean, I don't really have like a specific team that I'm like, you know, this is like my team. It's just I've been a fan of certain teams. What did I miss? Not too much. We're just talking about sports. We're talking about football, basketball, things of that nature. Um, we talked about a couple other things, some Spider-Man stuff. We talked hockey, what story we would like to see for Spider-Man 4. Just a lot of stuff, really. Marvel fan. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in the stream. Everybody coming in the stream and just kind of just chatting it up with me. How do you guys feel about how do you guys feel about Avengers Doomsday? Are you guys cool with Doctor Doom being the villain now? Would you guys prefer them continue with Kang? Um, Let me know your thoughts on that because that's definitely a conversation in itself too. Because I mean, personally, in my honest opinion, I think they should have waited on Doctor Doom. Like I get people were like all like, "Oh man, we should get Doom. Doctor Doom should be the new villain now." But I'll be honest, I was sort of getting invested in Kang. I just didn't like what they did with him in Ant Man. I just felt like they really dropped the ball with his character in Ant Man. And I mean, you know, regardless of how you feel about the controversy that came afterwards, you know, it's kind of up to you. But like just the character Kang itself, I still wish they would have at least continued him, even if they would have gotten a new actor. I still think there was some story to tell there with him. Um, but I mean, Doctor Doom. I mean, RDJ's Doctor Doom. I was hoping that you know if they were gonna do Doom, they were gonna try to get someone else. Because I mean, I felt like them casting RDJ's Doom. It just felt too convenient, and it still feels too convenient for me. And I'm still not a fan of it because again, I feel like Doom is just it's too early for Doom in my opinion. We don't even have a Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom relationship established yet for them to do a Doctor Doom story for him being the big bad right now. They should have waited. That's just my opinion. Um, but I kind of want to hear your thoughts on that. Do you guys feel like they made the right choice with pivoting with Doom? Do you feel like they should have kept on with Kang? Um, do you think they should have just done a completely different villain? That could be a possibility too out there for maybe someone who feels like that. Also, did you guys? That's something else I want to bring up. Did you guys hear about the Vision Quest thing? I heard that they're looking for an actor to play another teen for that show. So could that be, you know, Billy's brother? Could that be him? We'll have to see. That's gonna be interesting. So when you really think about it, including Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, when you really think about it, this whole storyline has been through WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, Agatha, and now Vision Quest, and potentially Wonder Man, depending upon how Wonder Man goes. Because I do feel like they are going to set up the West Coast Avengers at some point. Maybe not right now, but I do see that being a thing. Really curious about the Thunderbolts, what they're going to do with that. I know that they just announced with the D23 in Brazil, which is going to be next month, they're going to be showing some stuff from Captain America Brave New World, some stuff from Thunderbolts, as well as Daredevil Born Again, which, again, if you don't know, Daredevil Born Again is going to be premiering on Disney Plus March 4th. So that's really exciting. We got that at the New York Comic Con. Which, speaking of that, New York Comic Con just looks really dope. And I definitely want to go to either New York or San Diego at some point. I've never been to a Comic Con, but I do want to go. I wanted to go to a TwitchCon too. Even though I know there's been some things with TwitchCon, there's been some like annoying people, which you're gonna get annoying people anywhere you go. But I think it would be cool to kind of just link up with other Twitch streamers or just kind of other YouTubers as well, and just kind of like network with them. And who knows, maybe collab. Maybe who knows, I could collab with someone. Someone I definitely kind of wish I was able to collab with, but I won't happen sadly now. Is Comic Storian. I really enjoy Comic Storian. Rest in peace to him. It's like insane. It doesn't feel like he's passed. But I mean, he has. He passed this year and really enjoyed his content. And I really wish I would have been able to collab with him at some point. And I thought he was really cool. So shout out to Benny, for just, bringing the comic book community, with the way he was able to tell these stories and just get you into the experience. He made you feel like you were in the story with him as he was telling it. So shout out to him. There's definitely some other YouTubers that I want to collab with, and just some other people I want to try to get. I want to try to get more, kind of more advice from, but also just kind of like more experience of how I can make things better. Because I'm always about like trying to make things better, on my end as a content creator, but also like as a person. Like I'm still trying to learn, how to really go about this and just really make this something that people can, go back and look at and say like, man, this guy, he had something with this. Rather it's today, tomorrow, 10 years from now. I want to be able to feel like I brought something to this. So yeah, I know I just spent like a couple minutes rambling, but I don't know. I just sometimes you ramble and you don't really like mean to, but it just happens. It happens a lot in my videos too. Like there's some times where I have to cut certain things because I'm like, why did I go off talking about that? Or why did I say that in such a long way? Like I could have said that in a shorter way. So it's just something I do. It's a natural thing. Um, I'm socially awkward at times, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream in just like a little bit. I want to try to get it to an hour, at least before I go. What time is it? 7:16. Okay, I try to get to an hour maybe. Um, it's like 2 minutes. Um, so they got to do something at 8. Wrestling comes on at 8. Monday Night Raw. So I want to try to check that out. I also got some other things I gotta do. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow for those of you who are curious about the schedule. So I have a video coming out tomorrow. It's gonna be about Phineas and Ferb. We got some updates on the revival, so I definitely want to talk about that. I know. I think it was Burton. B. Burton, if you're still here, I might do a stream tomorrow night. I'll have to figure out what that stream is gonna be on. If you guys have any suggestions things that you would like for me to talk about tomorrow and tonight's stream, or you guys want it to be just a random like let's just talk about anything really. I can do that. I wish my setup was more like better because I would love to do some tier lists, like ranking the Cartoon Network shows and stuff like that. That is something I want to do in the future. So once I get a better setup, I do want to do that and just kind of involve you guys in it. And when I definitely get some stuff to do some gaming, I'm gonna try to do some gaming stuff on Twitch. Play good games. I say I'm a gamer. I'm not like an expert gamer, but I can game some. So anyone have any more thoughts or ideas or just kind of anything you want to talk about? I'm down to talk about it. Any other Spidey 4 ideas? Maybe some ideas for some other Spider Man projects that you guys would like to see. I'm just really here to kind of really wanted to just go live just to get your guys' thoughts on the whole Spider Man 4 and the Avengers movies, the whole thing with that. I guess not. See, is there anything else that I won't want to talk about? I mean, I guess not. Oh yeah, I should ask this. Out of the Marvel projects that we've gotten this year, which one is your favorite? That's a question I definitely want to ask. I know we got Echo. We had Echo in January. We had X-Men '97 in March. We have Agatha. Well, we have Deadpool and Wolverine in July. We have Agatha in September. Still not sure when your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is supposed to come out. It's definitely not coming out in November because Disney Plus put out a like press sheet of all the stuff coming in November. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man was not on there, so the November 2nd date that wasn't correct. We don't really know when that show is going to be premiering. We do know the prequel comic for that show is going to be coming out in December. So could the show come out in December? Maybe. I mean, they kind of did that with X-Men '97. I think it was like a few weeks in to the show. Then they released the comic for that. the prequel comic for that, which I still need to check that out. I haven't checked it out yet. It's gonna be a while before we hear anything X-Men 97 related, especially with the rewrites and stuff. I'm still a little bummed about that, by the way, and that's why I haven't really been talking much about X-Men 97 because I don't know, like there's some great ideas that they had for the second season, and I don't understand why they gotta like rewrite the entire season. I feel like they should have just continued with what they had. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned about that, but I'm still looking forward to season two. I mean, X Men '97 for me, out of all the shows that have came out, I think X Men '97 is still my favorite because you know I'm also an X Men fan. Like I love Spidey, I love Spider Man, love Daredevil, but I'm also an X Men fan too. So being able to see these characters, back, that definitive team, you know, Cyclops, Jean, Storm, Gambit, Rogue, Jubilee, Wolverine, Beast. I mean, those characters, right? Like that's the X Men team I grew up with. And what's cool about it is because some people grew up with the Fox live action X Men team. Some people grew up with a different X Men team in Uncanny X Men or X Force, different the different X Men teams that are out there. Like there's a team that someone grew up with. So again, I just think that's dope in itself that we have that. Um, but the X Men team from the animated series that will always be the definitive X Men team for me. And even with the Jim Lee comics, like I love Jim Lee's comic run. Uh, Also the art, but also just that team. Like I just love that team. So for me, um, that will always have a special place in my heart. But I think there are other X Men characters out there that are like really dope. And just kind of think about that, like the Wolverine game that's supposed to be coming out. I'm really looking forward to that Wolverine game, um, and seeing what they do with that. But X Men '97 is like my favorite show still. And I mean, there's been some really good shows this year. I mean, Penguin, Agatha. I mean, there's been some good shows, but X Men '97 to me is just on a different level. And I just love the energy around the show too. Like everybody was talking about X Men '97. Like when I was working, I had people at work who I would have never thought would watch, a show like X Men '97. Talking about it at work, and I'm like, this is different. And I would have late nights at work, and I would get off work, and I would just wait until, every it was Tuesday night, so I would work late on Tuesday nights, and then I would stay up until 3 because on the East Coast the shows would, the episodes would premiere around 3. So I would stay up around then, watch the episode, kind of go through my thoughts, and especially episode 5. I mean, I did not expect, rest in peace Gambit, which he's gonna come back, but I did not expect for them to do what they did, but I appreciate what they did. Even with episode 9, I did not expect for them to do what they did with Wolverine. I mean, I had always wondered, would they do that? Were they going to pull that off? And they did. They pulled it off. And so I'm appreciative of that show. Regardless of what's going on with the showrunner, I'm still appreciative of, the stories they were able to tell. And I'm hoping that Marvel will take into account what X Men '97 did when they start their X Men journey. Because it is coming, and the X Men are coming into the MCU at some point. It's just a matter of when. There's been rumors saying that it might be after Secret Wars, and I could see that. So, again, we'll have to see. But yeah, we've reached the 1 hour mark. So if you've come to the stream, if you've been new here, thank you so much for tuning into the stream and just chatting it up with me about Spidey, Marvel, sports, just different things. It's just been a great stream. I love doing these streams. I would love to stream more if I had the time to stream more. But every time we do, it's just been great. I know we had some stuff that went down earlier, but we're not gonna worry about that negativity. You know, a good friend of mine, told me this, and I guess this could be good advice for anyone. In life, sometimes you're gonna get rotten tomatoes. You're gonna get some people who love the content that you make, and you're gonna get some people who just don't like what you do, and that's fine. That's okay. That's what makes us human. It's all about balance. So I'd say if you have people who just love everything you do, that's cool. But if you have people who don't like what you do, I think that it's a really cool balance. Um, if you don't have haters, I mean, who are you really? Like, right? Like, not everybody can be loved by everybody, and that's okay. We're not all supposed to be loved by everybody, but the people that do rock with you, the people that do care for you, the people that stand by you, regardless, those are the people that matter. So that's my advice. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Marvel fan Alexander. Love B Burton. I want to shout out some other people. SS Davin, Janet. Trying to see some other people in here. There were a ton of people in here earlier. I was surprised by the amount of people that came, but just everybody that came. JJ, thank you so much. I hope you guys come back again. And yeah, that's it. As I always say, uh, be good to yourself, be good to the people around you. If you have a good day, a good week, a good month. And yeah, big love to you all, and peace out.